Desert biomes. The important thing about desert life is landscape. Deserts may be like this one: sand, sand, and more sand. Sand as far as you can see. Sand dunes are hills of sand piled up by the wind. That's erosion and deposition. Not all deserts are covered by sand. Some deserts are bare boulders and large rocks. Broken rock and stone covers most of the desert. That's weathering. But the most important thing about surviving in the desert is that adaptations can improve an organism's chance for survival. Climate. All deserts are extremely dry. They get 10 inches or less of rain each year. This makes them the driest habitat on the earth. The temperatures in deserts are extremely high daytime temperatures and extremely low nighttime temperatures. But the important thing about surviving in the desert is that adaptations can improve an organism's chance for survival. Vegetation. Cactus grow in the deserts. They have fruit filled with seeds. Animals eat the fruit and drop the seeds in new places. Then the seeds sprout when there is rain. Desert plants can store water in their roots and stems. They can hold water a long time. Many plants have waxy coatings to keep water from transpiring from their skin. But the important thing about surviving in the desert is that adaptations can improve an organism's chance for survival. Animal adaptations. Animals have physical adaptations to survive the extreme heat, cold, and drought in the desert. For example, the jackrabbit gives off extra body heat through its ears. This is called a physical adaptation. But the important thing about surviving in the desert is that adaptations can improve an organism's chance for survival. Physical adaptations. The Gila monster is able to survive the long winter because it is able to store fat in its tail and abdomen. The Gila monster has bead-like scales on its body that protect it like armor. The venom in the Gila monster's teeth enables it to overpower its prey. But the important thing about surviving in the desert is that adaptations can improve an organism's chance for survival. Other examples of physical adaptations. Kidneys have changed to conserve water, can live through droughts without water months at a time, do not sweat. Body is specialized to release extra heat, able to estivate during the hot summer months. Estivation is also known as summer sleep, and it is a state of animal dormancy somewhat similar to hibernation. It takes place during times of heat and dryness, the hot, dry season, which is often, but not inevitably, the summer months. But the important thing about surviving in the desert is that adaptations can improve an organism's chance for survival. Behavioral adaptations. Animals have behavioral adaptations to survive the extreme heat, cold, and drought of the desert. The rattlesnake hunts mainly at dawn and dusk when it is cooler. But the important thing about surviving in the desert is that adaptations can improve an organism's chance for survival. Behavioral adaptation. Kangaroo rats are nocturnal, sleeping in a cool den, hole, or burrow by day and coming out only at night. These are called behavioral adaptations because the behavior of the organism helps the organism to survive in its environment. But the important thing about surviving in the desert is that adaptations can improve an organism's chance for survival. Behavioral adaptations. The ferruginous hawk has adapted its hunting style in order to be more successful. It can hunt by flying high above the ground and diving down to catch their prey. The hawk can fly low to the ground and search for prey. Sometimes the ferruginous can perch on a branch waiting for prey to move underneath them. The ferruginous hawk also waits outside the prey's opening. But the important thing about surviving in the desert is that adaptations can improve an organism's chance for survival. Behavioral adaptations. Other behavioral adaptations. Hunting at night, dusk, or dawn when it is cool. Migrating to a cooler place during the hot summer. Staying in the shade or in caves, holes, or burrows during the hottest part of the day. But the important thing about surviving in the desert is that adaptations can improve an organism's chance for survival. Desert biomes. The important thing about desert life is, whether we are talking about the landscape or the climate, the vegetation or the animals, the physical or behavioral adaptations, the important thing about surviving in the desert is that adaptations can improve an organism's chance for survival. Desert biomes. The end.